Assalamu alaikum. My name is Islam Muhammad Musleh. I'm doing Master of Information Technology. This is a short tutorial on how to use perspective-based reading technique for reviewing requirements using a review tool. Requirements review is one of the requirements validation techniques that has been widely used. In this technique, a group of stakeholders check requirements documents. The stakeholders read and analyze requirements, and they look for problems. At the end, they come up with solutions. There are few reading techniques available for reviewing requirements, but in this tutorial, we are focusing on perspective-based reading technique only. Perspective-based reading techniques concentrate on examining requirements from different perspectives of the users of software documents, such as designer, tester, and user, and there might be many more. Let's go to the tool and see how we can apply perspective-based reading technique to requirements. First, I need to log in with my username and password to a review tool. For students, they can use the password and username that they created through Google Form. I choose my role as reviewer. So for students, you will also need to choose your role as reviewer and then log in. Okay, I'm already invited to review this test sample project. So you will need to accept the invitation. In order to review the project, we will need to accept it. Okay, this is the project. Now I can enter. The status is incomplete, so I can enter to the project. Okay, here on the right menu is a list of requirements. The requirements are for a review tool. They are functional requirements, and the feature used is reviewer. At the left side menu is the technique that is assigned to me. In this case, it is perspective-based reading, and the perspective is designer. And these are the checklist of from the designer perspective that I can use for reviewing each of this requirement. The status of each of this requirement is not reviewed, so I'm going to review all of them. But I need to review one by one. So I can, if I want to review this specific requirement, I click the review button. Here at the top, I have the requirement that I need to review, and following is the questions or statements from the designer perspective. So I check this checklist, this requirement against each of these questions, and then give my feedback. If it is matching and it is correct, I keep it yes, otherwise I click no and then give my feedback. The feedback can be the problem with the requirement according to each question. I do the same for all and then save it. So the status of this specific requirement is now changed to reviewed. So I do the same for the second one. Check everything and then save. For the sake of this tutorial, I would just keep the default value, which is yes, just to finish the whole flow of the reviewing. Okay, here's the last requirement. By the way, if you still want to refer to the requirement, just maybe smaller this window and you can see it here as well, or you just move to the top and see it. Besides that, you can also hide the checklist or show it. That's it. All of the requirements are reviewed. Once I'm sure that all of them are finished, I click the generate report on the new bar. Here is my report of all the requirements. I can still change any of them if I want. I can change my feedback or my choice. So change, for example, and then update it, save it. So it's been changed. At the end, please don't forget to send your feedback to review leader by clicking this button. If you don't send, the review leader won't be able to view it and your project won't be completed. Click this one and confirm OK. Okay, it's successful. And now the status is completed, and that's it. Thank you very much. This was all for perspective based reading technique.